Did you know that 91% of customers say they'd give referrals? However, only 11% of salespeople ask for them, as quoted by our source, Sales Lion. 91% of customers would give referrals. And what is the differentiator, Andrea?
Most people don't ask.
And I think it's really interesting when you see this statistic, because what most people are afraid of is not knowing what to say to ask, not knowing when to ask, wanting to feel pushy. I think there's probably 3 reasons that we've learned that people don't ask. It's because they're either too lazy and they can't be bothered. My guess is that's not the case here. If somebody's watching us, they're probably watching because they want to learn something that would be helpful. A second reason they don't ask, they don't know when to ask, and they don't know how. And what I think is really interesting is if we ask ourselves how likely we are, we're very likely to refer other people when we've had a good experience. And I know the story that you and I were talking about, Andrea, is something that happened to me last year when my car got broken into. And it happened on a Saturday morning. I had just moved into my new place and I walked out and my window was busted open. And I called my insurance, and every single vendor I called that my insurance works with said at least 3 weeks until I could get the window fixed. By the time they ordered it, by the time they fixed it, it was going to be 3 weeks. That meant I was going to drive around with my garbage bag on my car. And I was not trying to do that if I could help it. So I ended up continuing to call until I found somebody that said he could do it he could order that day. It was a Saturday, and he could replace it by Monday morning at 10 a.m. He said, I'll order it now. It'll come in. I'll get it for you by 10 a.m. And that's exactly what he did. I showed up on Monday morning at 10 a.m. He vacuumed the entire car. He replaced the window. And he even fixed something else on my car that was window related that was not related to that. I was so happy. Everything was done. The window's been great. The following weekend, 17 more cars got broken into on my street. So as I'm walking Cassie in my pajamas, my pajamas that morning, I'm out walking Cassie doing her business, and I'm seeing all these people standing outside of their cars going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I walked to every single one of them and I was like, hey, I'm not sure how you're planning to deal with this, but this happened to me last weekend. If I had the phone number of the guy who fixed this for me, in no time at all, would you want it? And every single person was like, yep. So I gave Steve's number to 17 more people. I had also left Steve a Google review because I was so happy with the service. The thing that stands out to me about that story is we're all happy to review, to support somebody when we've had a good situation. But are we as business owners, are we as salespeople looking to create more opportunities, are we making it easy for people to refer us? And are we asking when the opportunity is there? And I think that is where everybody can benefit, knowing not just the fact that they can ask, but how to do it, when to do it, and what to say so that it feels right and they get what they want. Because if 91% of your people are willing to give you a review and you're not asking, you are missing out. And not everybody's as easily, it just so happens that from one weekend of getting my window broken and then getting it fixed, that I had a perfect opportunity the next weekend to share Steve's information. That's not always the case in our world. People don't have an automatic, easy way to refer us. So it's up to us to make it easy for them to do that.
Yeah. And one of my favorite phrases, I have 2 favorite phrases to use. One is called a favor. So if you happen to have the book, it is on page 112 to 116. I will let you go and get that yourself. So asking someone to do a favor for you, that's one of the phrases. My other phrase is a who do you know? And the reason that who do you know is a favorite phrase of mine, and some people get it wrong here, is when you are going for a who do you know to get a referral, you are looking for an introduction. You are not looking for a transaction. And so many people are looking for their next transaction when they're really getting an introduction and they don't know enough information to slow it down, how that conversation is going to work, how they could make the introduction from the person who loved their business to them, how they can make that process easier. So it's not just, what to say, when to do it. It's a whole cadence, it's a whole conversation, it's a whole process from beginning to end. If I had said to Nicole when I first started working with her and I was replacing her window, I'd say, yeah, you know, Nicole, I'd love to give you a 5-star service. I'll be there Thursday at 3 o'clock. If you don't feel like it's a 5-star service, please let me know. We'll do whatever we can to make you happy. And if I continually kept saying 5-star service, which is labeling in this material, that's all they keep hearing. So when they go to give me a review and there's 5 stars to pick from, and I kept saying, I want to make sure I give you a 5-star service, the likelihood of them giving a 5-star service is high. So you could be using a label for that. Number one, you could be using who do you know, asking through someone, or a favor. And these are just 3 pieces of what, 32 phrases, Nicole, that we teach in this material?
Yes. There's tons of versatility with the phrases themselves and how to say it. You said something so important that I want to make sure that everyone heard. Make sure you know what you're asking for. And I think too often we fumble the opportunity because we think we're asking for a client. We think we're asking for a commitment. Like, hey, who do you know that could benefit from having a coach? Hey, who do you know that could benefit from having a real estate agent? Hey, who do you know? Like, whoa, 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 Nelly, slow down. And the way you said it, Andrea, is so important that people know you're just asking for a warm introduction.
Yeah.
You're not asking for that person to go sell for you. You're not asking that. Depending on what, your situation is, but you're asking for, hey, you're happy? Cool. Who else do you know that would want to feel that same way? And it's not send them to me so they can become my client, but would you be open to making a warm introduction? And that I just think is, you said it, and I just was like, that's it. That's it. Know what you're asking for. You and I have seen it, Andrea, where at the end of a conversation, people, how can I support you? Well, if you know anyone who's looking for a real estate agent, keep me in mind. It doesn't go anywhere.
Well, the thing is if specifically with real estate agents, online leads convert at less than 3%. If you're really good, maybe under 10, and referrals convert at 40%. The odds are in your favor if you're going through someone who they know, like, and trust you. And building that funnel is very important. So it's like, I would rather work through people than have to take that, because if you're building a relationship, it takes time. We have to court them, we have to date them, we have to nurture them, versus someone else just going and giving kind of like your word on their word. Because I mean, how many times have you looked up on Amazon on reviews or Yelp or Google before? I look to the lowest rated reviews and I look how long ago it was. I don't look at the top reviews. I'm like, I already want to go here. Let's see what's really going on. So I always actually pull up the least reviews, and there can be some outliers, but it's like, have they improved since they got these reviews? Did they respond to the people on Google?
Mm-hmm.
Some businesses don't even respond to them. Like, hey, I'm so sorry you had that experience. We'd love to make it up for you. There's people who are like, hey, I don't know what happened to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, some people might not be doing that on social media, or they might not be doing it on Google, but they could be doing it in person.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nicole, how would you like to wrap this up, my friend?
Well, I think maybe we reiterate, like, here's an opportunity for all of you. Are you asking? In a silly way, it's cheaper to keep her, right? From a business perspective, it's like, where are you said something really, really important, Andrea. It's like, where are the opportunities more likely to come from? Somebody who's brand new, or somebody that you've already had a prior existing relationship with, and you expedite the know, like, and trust factor. When somebody who already knows, likes, and trusts you makes an introduction to somebody else, it's a lot more likely that they would transact with you sooner. Not that it's all about just getting to that transaction, but it's like, let's work smarter, not harder. So, are you asking? Do you know how to ask? Buy the Exactly What to Say book. There's a great script in there. And do you know what you're asking for? Because too often the ask is so big that we make it really hard for people to help us, when the ask is really, can I get another next step with this person, or an introduction? Make sure you know what you're asking for.
Yeah. Are you specific in your ask?
Mm-hmm.
Are you describing your ideal avatar? So, Nicole, I put that in the chat. Are you asking? Where are there opportunities with a higher conversion rate to ask? Do you know how to ask? And are you specific enough in your ask?
Yeah. Do you know what you're asking for? I think that, do you know what you're asking for? And then are you making it clear what you're asking for? So you've got to get clarity first. And then you've got to know how to word it so that it's very clear. I think a lot of us do that. Oh yeah, if you know anybody who's looking for help and and it just comes across so unclear and vague. So are you asking? Do you know how? Do you know what you're asking for? And are you making it clear what you're asking for? Your words matter.
I love that. Well, if this is something that you feel that you'd like to know a little bit more of, our information is in the chat. I'll also put the information for our certification. If that is of interest to you, you can read all the details there. And that will be on the post that we will, when this goes to YouTube and all the channels. Awesome.
I think I might have posted it double, but you're getting it more than once.
And multiple times. And you need to hear things multiple times.
All right, everybody, comment if you were here. Let us know what stood out to you. One area that you know you're going to do a better job of showing up and making it easy for people to support you, knowing that they want to. All right. Have a great day. Hi, I'm Nicole Kramer.
And I'm Andrea Ferry Daniels.
And we are Exactly What to Say certified guides. And we are so thrilled to announce that we are coming back with an incredible program for you called Exactly What to Say. And the people that are perfect for this opportunity are professionals in their industry that are looking to up-level how they show up to the critical moments that matter in their life.
If you're interested in this program, the link is in the comments below, or feel free to reach out to Nicole or I directly through Instagram or phone call.
We'd love to see you there.